of 840 billions of dollars. To me, this is pretty unacceptable. Would you please tell me what you would intend to do?
It's the heart of, in the program, so we describe it as a CBS program on hunger. But it brought out, I was talking to my wife who had seen the program, said that it brought out clearly and explicitly what the conditions are in the United States. I think one of the problems is that for most of us, we are removed from those kind of conditions. I mean, the United States is much more affluent. During the 1930s, people were struggling together to try to just keep their head above water, and we were near chaos in the United States, just making that effort. And gradually, after the war, the part of America moved ahead, and the rest of the part of America either stood still or didn't move backwards. And the result is that people in smaller communities or people in cities, large cities across the United States, if they're more affluent, they can get in their automobiles and they don't have to go through the ghettos, or they don't have to see anybody that's poor, and the first time they see somebody that they think is the one poor person they have contact with is the elevator man. Or I talked to a poor man today, I talked to the taxi cab driver. And they think that's the contact, that's what are the conditions in the United States. The fact is that the conditions in the United States are that more than 10 million of Americans are on the edge of starvation. The fact is that the conditions in the United States are that people are terribly, terribly hungry in many parts of the United States. And the fact is that children are starving to death. As we sit here today or stand here today, the fact is that children will never be well again because they've been permitted to starve to death. I've seen them in the Delta area of Mississippi and spoke to some people afterwards to see if at least there couldn't be some focus of attention nationally on some of their problems. Saw them in the Delta area of Mississippi of little black children who had never done anything wrong, never harmed anybody in their lives, who would stay there on 2 meals a day and who have the large, distended, bloated stomachs because they haven't had anything to eat. And they get by with bread and gravy for breakfast, they have no lunch, or they have bread and gravy for supper. Or they might have maybe beans for lunch. That's all they get to eat. And they don't have clothes that are good enough in order to go to school, so they don't go to school. And they can't improve their educational system, and they just sit there with their faces completely blank. And we asked some doctors to go down to examine them afterwards, and the doctor said that they will never be well again, that they are permanently destroyed in the United States of America. Again, with the gross national product of more than $800 billion, and what you can produce here in Oregon, what they can produce in Nebraska, what they can produce in South Dakota and across the Midwest, in the farm areas of the United States, those children are permanently destroyed. They will never be well again because their mental faculties have been so affected by the fact that they haven't had enough to eat. They will never, no matter what you do for them now, they won't be well again. And that's going on, and it's continuing to go on. And the fact is that despite our hearings, and despite the emphasis that we put on it, and despite the work that was done on it, we're still not doing what should be done.